Today we are going to be starting out on one of the major design features on the Bozo cars. We're going to be building the silhouette spoiler, the big basically plywood built thing. We got some more marine grade plywood. This is the same exact 3/4, so that way once we build it up with the fiberglass to reinforce it and bodywork that, it should be about 1 inch thick, which is going to match pretty much everything else on the car. Right now I'm going to build everything out of cardboard, make sure that we have the side profile correct, and then from there we'll cut a piece of wood for the center section. We'll figure out our width, and then from there we can start glassing everything. So I'm not entirely sure that this is what we want. This is really close, and I think it looks really good proportionally to the car, and the template itself I think looks good. I think we're going to build it out of MDF first, just so we're not wasting the expensive marine grade plywood. Build it all out, do the width and everything, see if it looks correct. Look at a few more reference pictures when it's all complete, because we'll be able to just cut this out of here, screw it together real easy, and have almost an exact form of what it's going to look like. And then we'll decide if that's exactly what we want, make any modifications if necessary, then we can go from there, cut it out of the plywood. So this is pretty much a proof of concept. I wanted to completely build it out to the exact dimension that I wanted to. I just didn't want to end up wasting the marine grade plywood if we did, want to change anything. However, this turned out absolutely perfect. I think it's about as close as it can be to what they do over there. Everything seems to be pretty much perfect, so we're going to take the dimensions off of this, make them perfect, and transfer it over to the marine grade plywood, use that as a basis, fiberglass over that, and then bodywork that and all that. We are going to be using some steel in here to attach everything. We're going to use it down at the bases here. From there, we're going to glass in the metal into the wood here, and then it's going to go down into the trunk. We're going to weld some studs into here, some bolts in here, so that way they go into the trunk and you can use some nuts on the backside. We're going to try and make this so it can break down pretty easily. It can be put in the trunk or the back seats or whatever. We're going to make it so there's only going to be 2 or 3 bolts holding it on in the side here, so that way it kind of comes down to 3 pieces that lay pretty flat, and we can put them down because obviously we could drive with this thing on, but I'm sure higher wind speeds, if it's being trailered or if we're going faster, I'm sure it's going to be creating a lot of just, I don't want to say downforce, but it's definitely going to create a lot of drag, and I don't want it pushing down and pulling up on the trunk and just creating some sort of problems with either the filler or the paint or something like that. So we're gonna make it break down. We're gonna still make it look a lot nicer than what they do over there. A lot of times they just use L brackets here and then on the trunk, and honestly, it looks really cheap and not that great. We're gonna try and just make it a little bit better than they would have. But this is where we're gonna end it for today. I'm gonna put out this video. That way you guys can see what I'm doing, where I'm at right now, and then that way I have a little bit more time to work on the final product. Anyways guys, if you are interested in helping out the channel and the progression of this build, go ahead and pick up yourself some merchandise. Anyways guys, that is going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.